Hey there, Bourbon Street Joe here. Got another one. This one was kind of saved me, I guess, some digging. This is the ration, by the way. Because, of course, nothing is ever really new in the ration community, except when you scoop somebody or you get something brand new or sometimes old is new, etc., etc. But anyway, somebody actually did one of these rations. Not this particular menu, but they did a similar ration about 10 days ago. The Ration Nerd did it. His was a different menu, but the ration company is the same, so it doesn't really matter what the menu is. But it is actually a Japanese civilian ration. This request right here, I'll put up right here in front of the combat rooster. This says, basically says, please boil for 20 minutes, or 20 minutes, please boil. So you're supposed to heat this in hot water for 20 minutes. And this translates, right, share, as pork offal stewed in red miso, and that's OFFAL. So in other words, it's an organ meat of some sort. Basically it translates as offal stew, which is pork stomach, konjac, which is a type of root that is then made into a type of jelly, I guess is the best way to describe it. It's very popular in Japan. It's served during the winter months in a dish called oden, which is a like a dashi broth stew that they sell out of carts, and you can basically pick and choose what you want in the oden. Usually boiled eggs, konjac, jelly is another one, chicken or knotted tofu or things like that. Anyway, pork, miso, sugar, dashi stock. There's simmered vegetables in here. Bonito flakes, mackerel tendons, so fish tendons. That's interesting. Kelp extract, sautéed onions, salt, garlic, chili powder. It also reads, of course, because it is in pretty standard English, this is 150 grams. I believe the pouch is 150 grams, not the rice. And it's best before the 22nd day of the 7th month of 2022. And this delightful meal is brought to you by the Toa Shokusai Corporation Limited out of Shizuoka City, Mie Prefecture. That's M-I-E Prefecture. Anyway, because of course my scale has crapped out on me. So that's what that all kind of translates into. So you've got, because it keeps wanting to fall that way. Okay, just be that way. A total of 505 grams, or 1 pound, 1.8 ounces. This bad boy. And like I said, Ration Nerd did one. His was, I believe it was sardines stewed in soy sauce, which is funny because he hates fish. And yet, for some reason, he keeps buying rations with fish. And content ensues. Let's just go with that, because, yeah. Anyway. Again, so we have our repeat of our please boil, or 20 minutes please boil, front and back. We have a little spoon! You know what? I just because it's Japanese and it's civilian, right there, you see that guy? That clearly is not the Tick. That's Paul the Samurai from the Tick comic fame. We have that, which is lovingly embossed with the bottom of that rice. So there is our, you know what, for pork stomach, there's not a lot of chunks going on in there. So we'll see what that looks like when she comes out. Again, 20 minutes in boiling water. And then we have our rice, which I will put a translation of red chair. Bugger to find out what this means, because I didn't translate it previously because it was in that, and that's hard to do, even though the magic of television. So per 100 grams, there's your nutritional information, some details, as Nerd was happy to point out, happy little samurai guy. And again, that will go up over there, and I will probably make excuses as to my absolutely poor Japanese and what that I should have detailed when this was in front of me instead of going into boiling water, which it is doing right now. So 20 mics, that's minutes for non-military types, which could also be 20 mics is 20 meters, but anyway. Be right back. All right, so 20 minutes later, and because it's civilian ration, I decided to add a few things. Yeah, that'll work. So we have a beverage. Haketsuru Draft Sake. So I know it's the typical gaijin sushi sake cup at Kampai. So we have a bowl, our really hot rice. And the translation says it's like, I believe it says like onsen rice, like so onsen would be a hot spring, and this rice is cooked with hot spring water, so it has sort of a special connotation in Japan. There are some Kit Kats that are the same. Okay, so that comes out. Goes in there. Which fills it, but take a tiny little spoon. And again, just completely washed out after being boiled for 20 minutes. So this is our pork offal stew, or what have you. Oh my. And I say that because that's a lot, so I'm kind of hesitant to make a mess. But I have chopsticks, so we'll try our appetizers first. Bump the camera. Good Lord. Takoyaki, which is a dumpling with octopus. I microwave that too long. Very tasty though. We have some hiyako with shiso and green onions and bonito flakes. I forgot the ponzu sauce, which is a citrus soy sauce, but it's fine. Then here I have natto with okra, or in Japanese okura, and natto is, it's very divisive. So it's quite slimy and has that mozzarella pull. And okra just adds to it, so try that. I love that. You can't see the pulls on that, but that's amazing. Oh, that's good. Yep. Spilling, trying. And bumping, apparently. What a mess. Let me clean that up and be right back. All right, so that was super tasty. I don't believe I actually conveyed that, but yeah, it was a great meal. The extras aside, this was really tasty too. Anyway, 43 grams, or 1.5 ounces. So yeah, I mean, it's good, super good. Happy to have it, and yeah, I'm Bourbon Street Joe, and I'm out. This was short for once. Bye.